Okay, guys. So like I said, we're going to start really basic today, talking about one way to pull a closed guard. Okay, remember, during the drilling portion, my partner, Dave Holly's always the best partner because he's always helpful. Okay, so that's our goal if you're the partner, is to be helpful and just kind of feed the move. Okay, so we're going to be here. Whoever's doing the pulling of the guard, we're going to get collar and sleeve grip. Remember on the collar grip? Just do this just because. It's better to have a little higher versus down here, just like generally on the collar, right? I'm like kind of by the shoulder, I could be behind the neck. I have the collar grip and I have the sleeve grip, okay? I'm here on the sleeve. Think about it, if I just stand up tall, I think it's a little like cumbersome and weird. So I'm a little bit in the stance, right? You're in like an athletic stance. You've got your knees bent, you're moving the guy, shuffling, I'm looking for my moment, and I'm gonna step whatever side has the sleeve for now. I'm gonna step that foot on the belt. I think if he's kind of like got his knees bent, it's like that little crease of where your hip is, right? It's like a perfect like nature step, okay? So I'm here, I'm looking for that spot, I'm gonna swing this over here, there it is, look, step, and I'm gonna freeze frame. Then I'm gonna fall and my head's gonna go that way, and my leg, other leg's gonna go the other way, and this leg doesn't wanna come off, right? I'm here, I'm holding tight, look, fall. Okay, this leg stays intact and pushes a little. Okay, swings out. I don't sit straight back, remember it's like this circular movement, and then center back up and pull him in. He builds the base. That's it. Okay, hands to the body, knees wide. We'll sit back up, and then it's going to be his turn. Collar and sleeve. He shuffles as much as he needs to, moves around, steps, pulls, head build. Okay, back and forth, no real resistance. Here, collar, sleeve, moving around. There's a lot of people, so we don't want to like run around the whole space, right? But we don't want to just like this, right? Start to think you're being slightly realistic. We're moving. I'm looking for my moment. I step out, center. Good to go. Okay? So now we're gonna like just forget about the pulling guard for a second. And if you need to move, just move where you can see, okay? Yeah, feel free. All right, so we can know how to get to this position. We'll add the pull back in, but we can also just think, we can do it anytime we're in the closed guard. We're gonna start from a position of him having his knees wide, his head high, and his hands on the bottom, okay? Just generalize, he's built a base, we're in like a general position. Okay, so the first thing I wanna think about is, we're gonna do Kimoras. Kimora from closed guard. I want to make him touch one of his hands on the ground. If he touches both, this is good, or just one. Okay, so I think I just like kind of like, I could pull here, I could pull here, just like pop his hands and pull with my knees to try and elicit this response, okay? So again, there's many different ways to do it. I could go up here and pull, pull, okay? That, you want him to touch, pop, and then look. Same side wrist control, one arm controls his wrist, okay? And then my other arm is going to reach over. I need to, I think, most of the time scoot back a little bit, sit up. Oh man, hold on. I'm reaching over. I like almost to like reach this far to help me get up, and it'll make sure I'm deep enough. My armpit's on the shoulder, I guess. And then look, it's gonna come through behind the arm. At this point, I usually switch to no thumb. Okay, from thumb to no thumb, and then look, figure 4 grip. Okay, so I have the figure 4 grip. I like to think, right now his hand is out there, I want to put it in my hip pocket. Okay, so I like make this little like pop it in, and then now I'm looking that way, not just my eyes, but my whole body is orientated towards the garage door. I want to lay back and use my feet or my legs to make me sit to the other hip. Okay, so I lay back, shrimp within the sit back, shrimp again if I need to, close, okay? Closing the guard like this, or closing my leg. And look, I'm not flat on my back, I'm on my side, right? I'm on my side, looking towards him. I've kept the hand close to me. And now look, this elbow here, I want to I think about pushing my elbow to the ground as I lift this shoulder up. You okay, Yvonne?
Yep, it just gets really tight. No, it's great. I'm just saying it gets really tight.
So here, down,
tap.
Pushing. Okay? I don't like to use my arms to push away like this, because I feel like when I do that, he does this. Okay? I like to keep it close to me. So I think if to keep it close to me, how do I get the right angle on it is I need to move my hips and my core. Okay? Look.
Tap.
Okay? Take the arm and do that circle thing.
I can't.
Okay?
Yep.
Do that circle thing.
Yeah.
Okay? So this is why I like to do that way. Okay? One more time. Maybe I got punched a little harder than I thought. Never had that happen. Okay. Bob. Wrist control. Look, I think it's very hard for me to sit up and reach. My arms aren't long enough. Do you guys see that? So, and I also think it's hard for some people to sit up when their hips are so deep. So look. Right? If I'm scared he's going to pass my guard, I just reclose. I don't like do this with my legs, just scoot back a little bit. Now look, I can sit up super easy, get my grips, put it in the pocket, hip escape, hip escape, hip escape, hip escape, hip escape as much as I need to. Okay? And I also like to close my legs tight. If I'm like, my legs are truly, they are closed, right? But I don't think they're impacting him. They build your posture. You see? Go ahead. Build your posture. Okay? It's just like, if I'm heavy with this leg on his back, it's much harder for him to build. If I have like here, square up with me. Easy. Okay? Look, just pinch. Square up with me.
I can't.
Okay? So it's just like being heavy there. Being heavy, and then look, heavy to the elbow. Sorry.
Which one?
Okay? Just here. Think.
Yeah.
So I just think that's the most important thing. The one thing that I don't want to see, that I see a lot sometimes, is like you get the grip, right? We get here, we're here, and then I like, right now I'd say to like fall from this side to that side. Don't do this. You see how I'm only looking that direction? I have it turned onto my side. To me, this isn't on my side. There. Okay, it's going to be much stronger for you. So when I say on your side, I do mean on your side. I don't mean, okay, looking to the side. I always just think of everything like I have headlights on my hips or my chest. And right now, I'll be driving, my headlights point this direction. Look. Dunk, headlights this direction, okay? If you're special like me, use that analogy. Go, all right? This is exactly what we've already done. If you tie your belts, just keep looking at me. It's totally fine. No worries. Okay, so we're calling sleep. We do some stuff. I take my mom in. All right. Pull the closed guard. Pull the parking. Break the posture. Grips control. Sit up. Here. And run the Kimora. Okay, so there we could do like every single step, right? We do every single step, but sometimes. Okay. So I'm here, think about, I go here, I sit, I pull him in. Look, I already have the grip, you see? So I don't need to break his posture to get him to touch the ground, because maybe in this case, he touched the ground. If he didn't touch the ground, maybe I would need to do the whole thing. But don't like, oh, I have his wrist, like, let go, wait for him to posture up, then pull back down, try to get to the same spot. Okay, so you need to make these like mental leaps, chutes and ladders. Okay, so I was there. One thing I'll do a lot of times is when I'm sitting up, I start to like, I just grab, like I know where his elbow is, right? I grab and I go like this, and I pull it to me and go. Okay? So I think you can do it that way. You can do it the other way. What I think is very important, guys, is being on your side. Remember, this isn't really, in my mind, it's only a quarter on your side, right? If I'm doing this, it's not, in my mind, as good. I don't know, this doesn't feel as good to me. I think this is on my side. Okay? Is this as tight, Dave Holly?
That's tight, still. But not like often.
Okay? I don't think because there is tight, I can make it happen. Like, it's like, guys, you can have a 50% crappy move and it will still work, okay? But I think it's like, well, you know, I'm not strong, and I think like some people like can make things work better than I can make them work. But generally, I need to do it a little better, okay? Because I'm not as strong. Okay, so I believe that it's way better to be on your side, and just like I really just want my elbow to touch the ground or touch my own side. Okay? So just think about that. Okay? So again, Dave Holly can go this time. Ready, Dave Holly, go. You got some stuff here. Okay? And we'll do, it'll be slightly different. Everything is slightly different when there's motion, when there's little different situations. Maybe I fall one way, maybe I fall the other way. But the move is the same. Pull guard, Kimora from closed guard. Okay? Go. One for one. We're going to start back down. Okay? And so we're going to do this as like a series. Okay? So we're going to try for the Kimora, just like we've been doing, right? I'm like, back, here, wrist control, everything is the same. I'm sitting up, I'm going for the Kimora here. A lot of times in this process, I'm right about here. Dave Holly, what is one thing that you do?
I'm gonna crush you down.
He just bulldogs into me and crushes me back down, right? So I think this is like one common reaction of what happens to me all the time. Maybe it doesn't happen to other people, but it does in fact happen to me. Okay, so hopefully it happens to you and it'll make sense. So we go here, wrist control, push back. I'm sitting up and he does this thing where he's like bulldogging into me, right? And he wants to put my back on the mat, and it's gonna be hard for me to finish the move. So I think about, right as he's doing that, we have like this freeze frame. He pushes into me, and I like, look, jump my butt and push. Okay, and I'm starting to get to what position? Sit up, Dave Holly. What position? Butt scoot, right? When I'm not powerful in the butt scoot, I think I look more like this kind of butt scoot versus more in balance, right? Can you see? I look maybe more aggressive, more like ready to do things now than now. Okay? So imagine that. He's driving into me, butt scoot, okay? So there's this like, usually he's like push me onto my back, okay? Think about, as long as I keep this post and I keep like every time crawl to me a few times, he's trying to push me. You see? I should be able to manage that as long as I do that, okay? When I'm doing that, here, go again, Dave Holly, butt scoot, look, my hand starts to come over his head. Under to chin strap. Okay? Maybe in this whole time he's still been butt crawling after me, probably, right? And like here, crawling and pushing into me, trying to put me on the ground. Okay? The second I want to go, I go butt scoot, grab, pull. Okay? And then close the guard. I have my guillotine grip, stretch. There's tons of ways to do this, guys. I'm going to show the least neck cranky. And then don't ask me like, well, what if I do this thing? Well, you know what happens. Okay? I'm going to show you the straight way, and then we're going to call it good for the rest of them. Okay, so let's think about it really quick. We had this morning. Stand up. It's the exact same move from standing. Okay, so I'm here, pretend I'm butt scooting. But over the head. I'm just here. Look, guys, there's many ways I think to run the guillotine. I can be like here, and it's right in here. If the choke is here, it would be more like this. Some guys run it where it's like this. I think it's called the Mackenzie-tine, at least around here, and you run it this way. Okay? If it's halfway in there, which one is it? It's halfway between those two. Okay? So you need to adjust accordingly. When I started, I don't know, maybe Alex, they were like, no, you only can just grab it like this, right? And that's not true. It's not true, right? Because Marcelo Garcia won like 10 years doing it like this. Okay, so it's where your arm ends up. I can't tell you what the way for you is the best way. You just need to figure it out, okay? I know the best way is not to choke him on his teeth. I know that's the best way, not to do it that way. Okay, which should be under the chin. So I'm here, okay? If I'm grabbing shallow, and shallow means his chin is in here, I usually grab like that. If his chin is more in here, I usually grab like that. What I do think is important is if his head is here, I wouldn't ever grab like this. Do you see that purpose of this hand is to pull the lever, the guillotine? Not. Okay? So let's go back to this position. where I think I see this morning where I saw all the problems is the person went from here, Dave Holly, do what you would normally do.
Yep.
He's pushing into me. And they get stuffed, right? They didn't get the grips. They went from sort of a butt scoot to what I would consider both grips at once. Ready, Dave Holly,
Yep.
do your stuff. Just keep doing your stuff. I'm going to do my stuff.
Yep.
Like this way. And I think that's hard, right? I did catch it, but I think it's hard. What I would do, I'm just going to tell you what I would do, is I would do one hand at a time. Because I think the posting hand, the longer it can stay there, the longer I can stay up. If I take both hands away and try and do this, it's a race against the clock of if he can push me down before I get my grips. Even if I get my grips, I don't think they're in the best place. Okay? So, we're here. Okay, I went for this, look. My hand is like covering him. I think I'm like heavy on him here. I'm posting here, Dave Holly, pushing to me. Keep pushing, no like crawling and pushing. I'm gonna move accordingly. Okay, I'm here, I'm doing this. Look, I'm managing him. Was I heavy on your head a second ago?
Yep.
It just went down, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm heavy, push me over, Dave Holly. Push me over. You see, I'm just managing. I shouldn't have to. If I have to go through that position because I'm scared, I'm doing something wrong in my opinion. Okay, true, he could like try and stuff my legs and jump over, but I'll open them up a little more and do things, okay? We're not gonna talk about that right now. Okay, one thing I think is like I could be like, this may look the same. Dave Holly, go. Does it feel the same? Does it feel the same as it was a second ago, Dave Holly?
Yeah.
It does?
No, I can't hear you. Sorry.
Oh, does this feel the same as it felt a second ago, Dave Holly?
No, it doesn't. It feels much. You're not heavy on my head.
Okay, so can you see how, like, Dave Holly, like, start to lift your head up or your chest?
Yeah.
You see how he can go, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do this. But look, guys, no, this is, like, important, and I can't figure out how to explain it to you guys, because I can guarantee every single person is going to go like this, and it's going to be wrong. Okay, it's not going to be. So what I'm trying to explain, guys, is look, why can I butt scoot? Go, Dave Holly, push him to me. You see how his head drops every time? Okay, it's not like, go again, Dave Holly. Do you see the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Every time he does that, I'm like doing this like thing and I'm prepping him. Okay, and it's like a little harder. Okay, I'm not rushing through it. Then I grip my grips and I pull it. Okay? So please guys, try and figure out where you feel like you're not falling over when you sit up. Okay, I can't like really express it enough that like you should feel like confident there. It shouldn't be go fast through it and then tell me it was fine. You can do that, but I just don't think that's like really the move. Okay? So try to find that spot. You go wrist control, sit up, they push into you. The most important thing is post, find your distance, butt scoot, find the head, right? Chin strap, you're being heavy. Think, every time you butt scoot, if my butt, it's the tissue paper under my butt, where's the weight go? It goes onto his head. You see? Boom. Okay, go.